Hi my friends, and welcome to our next video in this little series that we are going through together that is all about this incredible change that we're in and how life is really transforming through us. So we are going from one way of being us to a new way of being us. And it is they say this has never happened on any planet ever. So if you feel that this is quite strange, quite challenging, and that you feel that you can't really seem to find the golden thread in all of this, that is very understandable. So it is the image of finding the center of the storm, the center point. That is what this is all about. Going and finding the very center right where you are every single moment. So this is also, there's so many different ways we can see this, and we have been working with the inner garden, which is one way to help ourselves, but we can see this in so many different ways. So one analogy or way of seeing this, which is actually very real, is that life is like this tornado, or it's a spiral. Everything in life is really moving in spirals. So, and we are really at the center. We have to realize that we are the center point of life, right where we are. And that can sound very egotistical. Well, I'm not the center of life because so many other things are important. But that's what we're really we're being guided to realize this, which we actually, as I've said many times before, everything that we're learning right now, we know already. It's all old wisdom. So we're returning to our old, wise, very evolved selves. And within our evolved selves, we know that when we go to the center point of who we are and what we are, right where we are in every moment, life becomes calm and joyous and pleasant. And it doesn't matter if you are living in a jungle, living in a desert, living in a war zone, living in an ashram. It's the same rule that applies for all of us. So the more we can find ways to seek this center point, and to be in this center point, the more we feel that life becomes wonderful. And we know this physically when we see a tornado, see a storm on television, or we experience it ourselves, that there is a center point of this tornado, and at the center it's very calm, but out here, the further you come out, the more powerful the winds are, the more everything is being pushed around. And that is the same with our life. And that's really what Christ came to teach us, what Buddha came to teach us, what Krishna, all the great masters came to teach us, was go to your center point. Because there you find the peace. There you feel the calm. There you know that you are in the right place, right where you are, and that everything is okay. There you feel the wisdom and the love and the wholeness. So although this can seem so complex, so multifaceted, it's actually very, very simple. Go to your center point and feel the peace. feel how you become calm. Feel how you are rooted right where you are. You have chosen to come to Earth right now because you're important. It sounds a bit bragging, but we are actually, every human on Earth is actually, was specially chosen to come, because many wanted to come but couldn't come, because the Earth right now needs people who have a lot of resources, and it can be in all different aspects of life. So no matter what, every spirit, wherever they are valuable and important. But right now, you have chosen to come to Earth to be a part of this enormous awakening process. And the light that shines within you, which is coming from this center point, there's this beautiful bright light that shines from you. That light is your medicine, is your gift, is where all the goodness you bring, it comes from there, that light that shines from your heart. And so obviously, the more you train yourself and practice to come to your center point and be there in no matter what you do, whether you're speaking with someone, whether you're walking down the street, whether you're baking a cake, doesn't matter. The more you find this center point and stay there, the more everything works in harmony. And this is what I also wanted to share today, and that's really just going back to what we've been talking about working through the pain that we hold within us, and how can we mix these two images, the pain that we hold within us and our center point. I don't really know how you can mix the two, but the fact is that we are all, to some degree, depending on how much we came with when we came to Earth, and also depending on how much we have worked on ourselves, we're all carrying on to some kind of darkness within us, some kind of pain. And when we talk about working through these very difficult, painful emotions in us and cleansing, that's what we're doing. We're cleansing our house. This is another analogy, the house that we are. We're going into every room with our little broom, and we're sweeping out all the old stagnant stuff, and we're opening up the windows so all the light can come in, all the fresh air can come in. So when we're going through these very difficult emotions and cleaning them out, it can feel like we become very weak, because it is so, when we're in a lot of pain, we can feel very victimized, and we feel very weak. It's like we just sort of dissolve into the pain. But if you have been working, from the last video I made, you've been working on some of these aspects of you that are holding old pain, you will have experienced that also you become very relieved and you become lighter. And what also happens is that you feel your center point more. So that's how we can combine these two analogies. The more pain and baggage, it's like we're this person, we're carrying on to all this baggage and it's weighing us down. The more baggage we're hanging on to, which we have not healed, the more dimly, the harder it is to find our center point. So, and the more dimly our light will shine. So this is how we can combine these two and understand that when I'm ready to heal some stuck, old, painful emotion in me, I might feel very weak and vulnerable in the situation where I'm healing it, but as it heals and lifts off me, I become more powerful, more empowered, more enriched, and more whole. and the center point within me, I feel more clearly. The light that shines from within me, I feel even is becoming brighter. And the life that is this tornado around me, which has grabbed me so many times and pulled me around, it is not so powerful anymore because I'm coming into my own power, my true power. So it's easier, the more I heal, the easier it becomes for me to find my center point. So it's like anything in life that we go and train, we learn to knit, we learn to cook, we learn to ride a bike, whatever we're learning, as we train it, it becomes easier. And it's really the same with spiritual work. The more we dedicate time and effort on this, and we put aside all the stuff going on, we say today or this hour, I will spend time on me. The more we do this, the more everything works better, and the more we move forward really in leaps and bounds. So what we're doing is we're really taking all the responsibility of the world and all the problems out there, we're really taking it back to ourselves and saying, okay, the reason why the world is so messed up out there is because really I'm messed up in here. I have some old difficulties, some painful things that I have not healed yet. And all I need to do, instead of go and correct the world out there, is to simply create a life for myself where I have the time and I have the peace to take care of myself, to heal myself. And as I do this, I become better and better. I become like a pro. I realize that all the things I thought I needed to do and all the people I needed to help and make content, which I couldn't do anyway, all the things I thought were so important have no importance compared to this. So this job, as I've said many times, so many times before, this job is the job of all jobs. There is nothing more important than doing this. So as you heal yourself and you feel you become better and better at doing this work, you feel you come to the center much more easily. Every time the life around you pulls you out, you remember, oh, that's right, all I need to do is maybe heal some pain that is connected to this experience. Go in and be quiet with myself and see, okay, this experience I'm having right now with this neighbor or whatever it can be, what does it represent in me? Is it some hurt I can remember from my past? Whatever. Go and be quiet with yourself, and usually it is because something is ready to be healed. So when a problem pops up in your life that's quite powerful and takes your attention to it, it's good. We realize as we go that it is not the problem there that is what we need to attend to. It is understanding, what is this representing. So as I've used the example many times, somebody is rude to me, they're not kind to me. Usually it is because we are not kind enough to ourselves. So all they're doing is reminding us of what we need to understand even deeper. And this is really, this theme of becoming kind to ourselves is really the major theme for most of us. So when somebody is unkind and you just feel like hitting them or criticizing them or doing something bad to them because they're so horrible, our wise self is saying to us, our spiritual self is saying to us, what is this theme all about? What is this person telling you about yourself? And this is usually the case. They're telling you that you are not being kind enough towards yourself. That's all it is. So we keep doing this, and when you approach your life, like when you address your problems this way, you very quickly come back to your center point, because you have this aha, that's what it is. It's not them. I don't need to point at them and criticize them. That's not what this is about. I just need to take the finger back to me, as Christ said, point your finger back to you and say, what is this about? Because really, everything the world is showing us is about us. And that can be so hard to understand, but it is. So, okay, I'm not being kind enough to myself. How can I do that? How can I be more kind to myself? Well, that's really what all my videos are about. Understand that you are a precious gem in the whole scene of life. You are so incredibly precious. And this is what you are. As you awaken, you get to realize this more and more. You get to be, this truth becomes who you are. You never doubt it anymore. When you get to a certain point, you realize that you are so incredibly precious. And whatever you can do to make this moment very lovely for yourself, you are showing the kindness that you need to show. And as you go, and all the work I'm talking about, healing our own old pain, spending time with ourselves, that's kindness. That is the kindness our spirit is asking for. And as it says in the Bible, know thyself. Come and know yourself, who you really are. Your deep, true, authentic self. So every time we do something to feel our authentic self and feel good within ourselves, feel how valuable and precious we are, the more authentic we're becoming, and the less the world around us needs to tell us what's wrong or what we need to take care of. So this is all about love. As I've said before, everything is love. Everything is about love. And the more you can feel that you are bathing yourself in love every day, every moment, respecting who you are and taking care of the pain that is within you, the more you feel how you are love itself. So we're going to do a little practice today, but I thought today I would give you a little relaxation video I have used in one of my workshops. So it is from this summer. I thought that was nice to just see the flowers that were there in the garden this last summer, and it's really just about relaxing. So I'm going to let you see that now, and we'll finish off the video after you've seen this relaxation video.